just start recording. Brother Bill, I'm going to move you to the panel, promote to the panel right there. Bill, my partner, is also here. There you are, Bill. Vinney Chopra here. Yeah.
Hi,
And
bro.
Prashadji, where are you from? If you don't mind telling
I'm in.
us, in
I'm in.
the chat.
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, Orlando. Oh my gosh. Orlando, I have a lot of history there because I just sold a property over there. I'm building senior assisted living as of right now in Palm Bay, which is near Melbourne. And I built one in senior living building over there in Punta Gorda near Fort Myer, right there, Tampa area. And I sold it, built and sold and operated it. Thank you. Yeah, Orlando is very good place. Very nice.
Yeah. Any
Yeah.
I think there's a Titusville. There's senior.
Titusville is also, yes.
Yeah.
Titusville, Ocala. We just built one over there in Merritt Island, which is doing very well. Palm Bay is only half an hour away from there. So my another senior living is opening up in where are they? Williamsburg, Virginia. Williamsburg, Virginia. We are also opening up 90% built already. So that'll be a fantastic one. And Cape Coral is also open and we are doing very well there. Brother Jay Bhai Patel is here. Hi there, Jay Bhai. Is that you from Orlando? Yeah. I'll just give you mic also so that you could chat. And
Really?
hi there. How are you, Jay Bhai? Yeah.
Vinny,
Hello.
do you see me on?
Yeah, I see you
Okay,
here,
you did
brother.
okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
having
yeah.
some trouble on this side.
Okay, okay. No problem. I'm just kind of greeting everybody. Uh, Prashad ji is here, Jay Bhai is here, Jay Bhai Patel. I'm just trying to see that's our Jay Bhai from Orlando. Is that right? And then Dana Murphy is there. Hello, Dana. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Hello,
Huh?
Vinney. How you doing?
I'm doing well, doing well. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope I can really do good job for everybody who is joining here. And uh, sure, sure. So I think we'll get started. It's like we are to start. It's right at 3 o'clock my time. I'm near San Francisco, as you know, and let's see. Dana Murphy, hello, welcome. Please let us know where are you from in the chat, if you don't mind. Please say in the chat. That will get us know right there. Prashad Bhai is right there. Hi, Vinny. J. Bhai Patel is there, right there. So, Bill, if I'm sure you are writing it down, right? You know where they're from, and you have talked to them already. I think many of them you have
Uh,
already.
a lot of them, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. And so we got Orlando. J. Bhai is right there from Orlando. And of course, Prashadji is also from Orlando. Wow, to Orlando. And then let's see, Fort Lauderdale. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Fort Lauderdale. Dana Murphy is from Blaine, Washington. Wow, on my side, right there, I'm near San Francisco. So I'm really glad that you could join. Hopefully, few more investors will be joining who want to really do well in senior living. That's what it's all about. Actually, I'm coaching and teaching and mentoring lots of great, investors, students who want to be in this field. And I would love to answer lots of questions. I've prepared some really great notes also for this exclusive webinar. Since it'll be a smaller number of people, I can cater to your needs also and answer a lot of questions and everything. So thank you so much. Let's see. So we got Fort Lauderdale right there, and Bain, Washington, and Las Vegas. John Seifert right there. John right there. Oh, John Seifert, and then Nutty Professor. That's you. Is that right? No.
Not me, that's John.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Seafood. Okay, John. Yeah, perfect. I think we should get started. So
All
what I'll
right.
do is I will let brother, Bill introduce a little bit more, and then we'll get going from there.
Well, I just want to welcome everybody here. Of course, it's 3 o'clock here in the San Francisco area, 4 o'clock Mountain, 5 o'clock Central. Our friends on the East Coast, it's 6 o'clock. So much appreciate you investing your time here with Vinney. And we're so excited because whatever your passion is, whether you're a contractor looking to rehab properties into senior facilities, whether you're starting from the ground up developing, whether you're looking to be an owner operator and take everyday physical charge of the operations of the program, and whatever you're focusing on, whether it's large or whether it's small, we're very excited to have the master mentor here, Vinney Smile Chopra. I've never seen this man without a huge smile on his face. It makes it a lot more fun to work with a guy because he always puts you in a good mood with that smile. But what's so great is that, as they say, knowledge is power. But knowledge is no good at all unless you're learning the step-by-step process from a master who's actually done it. I've had the opportunity to work with an awful lot of people in the personal productivity industry and seminars. Some of the most famous names in the world, you probably heard of Tony Robbins and Zig Ziglar and Brian Tracy. And I've done huge programs all over the world. But to actually learn from a man who has done the specific steps, step by step, to amass it. The interesting thing is, Vinney came to our country a little over 40 years ago with $7 in his pocket. Through his actions, through a step-by-step process, he's developed well over $1 billion in properties. This is a man who knows what he's doing. This is the kind of man you want to learn from. This is the kind of man who you're excited to partner with and actually pursue your personal goals, whatever level those goals might be. So I'm going to quit talking and let the man, the myth, the legend, actually do it. Vinney, please take it away.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you so much, and it's really great to see, Jay Bhai, and maybe I might be knowing some other people also. Also, Asma, my associate, is also joining. Asma, I'll bring you into the promoter panelists so that you could also see everybody joining. Hi, Gail. Nice to meet you, and a lot of other people. Zoom's user. Please let us know where you're from, and maybe your name would be helpful so that we could help, and talk to you even after the presentation and so on. So let's just go over here. I think the biggest thing is, some of you know me, some of you don't. When we'll just go quickly into the pressure. I'm Vinney Chopra. I smile a lot. I'm from Danville, California. We've been living in the Bay Area for over 40 years. I've been married 45 years this year, 44 right now, but in April 3rd, married 45 years with my lovely wife. And thank you for taking the time to really join me and Bill and Asma so that, we could really dig into senior living, because that's my passion. I'm 72 right now. I'll be 73 this year. And my whole goal in life right now is to just make so many people do what I've been doing for the last 20 years or so, and 7 years in senior living. I've been in 7 years now in senior living alone. So I have done ups and downs and constructions and bought properties and managed them and sold them. So I can guide anybody in this webinar to take them one-on-one or in group mentoring, to the next level, so that they could be making the kind of money that you would like to make and build wealth. Because senior tsunami is here, whether we like it or not. It's going to carry us for the next 40 years, 40, 40, because 25% of population of our USA, which is projected to be 425 million in the statistics I have read, out of that, 1 million are going to be seniors. So it's going to be a big opportunities in trillions of dollars coming up there. Again, just a small little bit about me. Those who are watching me for the first time or listening to me, I'm a mechanical engineer from India, arrived in USA about 46 years, 7 years back with $7 in my pocket and dream of becoming somebody, and then went to MBA, did my at George Washington University. I've been a motivational speaker and fundraiser, uh, been on many stages with 1,000 people, 500 people, almost every other day. I used to be do the real estate broker. Then I started many companies, and we got into almost like 1.3 billion, and we have sold a lot. We've sold a lot in the last few years, thankfully, and given money back to investors and all. But our two children, they are our pride and joy, Neil and Monica. Monica and Neil together is our brand, which is Monil brand right there. Anyway, I do shows also. I have 3 books. My number one book is this one, by the way. If you haven't read it, please pick it up from Amazon. I'm getting amazing reviews on this book right there because people are learning so much. And then again, if you do choose to choose me as a mentor or as a partner, then I think you will be able to move much faster than the book or anything, out there. Let's just go to other one, which is I do want to let you know I'm a humble man. I started with a duplex. I bought it for 93,000, I think. I just sold it last year for $285,000 from a duplex. Then about the same time in, right there in 2009, I bought these 14 units for 180,000. I sold it for 380. So I do know how to underwrite properties, what to look for, where to look for, what locations, all those things. Then we also bought, like this is September 1, 2009. Look at that. That's 14, 15. No, it's like 16 years back, you could see. And then this one, I closed $2.4 million there in Buena Vista Gardens, sold for $5 million. And that was bought same week. But it took me some time. And now I'm buying these. Wow. Look at these. And I'm building senior livings and buying like Bentley at Maitland is right there in Orlando. Some of you are there from Orlando. I bought it for 52 million, sold it for 64 million already. I bought this one, Princeton Park. I just sold it from 35 million to 42 million. Just sold it over there. Austin, Texas, this property, we still own it. I bought it for 34,750,000 in COVID. Please see, this is COVID right there, and it's worth 58 million today. 58 million. So I know a little bit about buying the right way. This is my inspiration, my family. I'm a family man. Love the children and wife and everybody to really make it, 45 years of wedding. But my 2 other books are these ones, just to let you know. My biggest pride and joy is this book, the latest book, which I wrote it last year. I revised it, and now I'm, really excited and focused on senior living alone right there. So let's talk about, oh, we don't need to see this. We'll talk about what you want to talk about. So I did prepare, again, let's talk about what silver tsunami opportunity is. It is like 10,000 baby boomers are turning 65 every night. So the government has to pay Social Security to most of the people if they choose at 65 or 66 or 67, depends on, what year they were born. But that is something. But what that also tells us is that lots of baby boomers are retiring, and they need place to downsize or live in senior communities. So senior communities right there, baby boomers turning, if you will please look at with me here, we are in the middle right there, 2025. So we are about close to 8 million people right here who are 85 years of age, 85. And it's going to grow all the way from 8 to almost 200 some percent. It's going to be 20 million people who need help. in senior housing, assisted living, where they need some assistance. Of course, people in 65, 70, they may not need assistance. Some may need assistance, but that's where I talk about the opportunities. Amazing. $94 billion annual revenues in these the statistics we could get 2023. It's much more now. And then 70% of the seniors who will need some form of care in their lifetime. 70% of that 100 million people will be needing it, you know. That's 70 million, by the way. And median average cost of assisted living, almost 57,000. And there are only 30,000 communities at this time in USA. We have a shortage of 1 million beds right now, 1 million beds. So it's mind blowing, you know, how much we could really, need this assistance is there, where you could, in your backyard, buy a business, operate it, or lease it, or you could do anything with senior living. So this is over here. 6% of residents are under age 65 who need assistance living, and then 13% are in this age, 31% are in this one, and almost 50% are 85 and older. So we are talking about 75 to about 100 years of age in the assisted living there. And then there is another one, senior living statistics, 80 million population. And then average monthly cost of assisted living is about $4,700 to $5,000. Memory care dementia, it's about $7,000 per month cost, by the way, and 70% of the seniors in residential assisted livings and care communities are women. 70%, 70%. So they survive when the husband passes away, or that, things happen and so on. So 9.5 million seniors who live a long-term care, sometime right there. So let's just go to this one. This is a slide which I put together 6 years back, by the way, when I started building them in Punta Gorda, in Cape Coral, Palm Bay. I'm building right there in Florida, Ocala, Merritt Island with my partner, Venice, all these places there, right? He's also built over there in Michigan, lots of them. We are also opening up there in near Richmond, Virginia, which is Williamsburg, Virginia, all those there. But you can choose to be in this side, or you could choose to be in this side. It's your choice. I can guide you from every spectrum of the way because I've gone through all those phases. The other part is I really like this in the middle, by the way. And that's what I coach. I teach weekly. Also, my students are there and they are just blowing it out. They are blowing it out. They're bringing deals. They're bringing some deals, and some operators who don't want to be in this business because they have old now, or they have died. The family doesn't want to operate, and anybody can come in and buy that asset and take it to the next level. So assisted living is the right there. State licensing, it's not federal at all, which I like it very much. State licensing is much easier, paperwork, everything, jargon, much easier. And then medication, closely monitoring, batting services, we call ADLs right there, all that stuff right there. So that's the place, I would love to find out if I may just stop this thing right there so that we could take some questions. I think I'm really looking forward to really giving some good answers for those people who are here. Have you looked into it more? Please chat with us or raise your hand so that I can unmute you, and then you'll be, talking permitted. Okay. So who would ask me some? Oh, there, Prashadji. Okay, Prashadji, please go ahead and I'll unmute you right now. Please ask your question. Yes, yes.
You said that you're developing assisted living facilities in multiple states with a
Yes.
partner. So is this a venture that you bring in the partners to develop? Are there any opportunities available for a partnership? or who are your current partners in the Florida state?
Okay, yes, I do have partners. You can also bring partners also. We have, the key thing is it all depends. I was the money raising guy, but then I learned the tricks of the trade, and then we partnered because he had experience in building them, right? So that's what I teach in my course, how to get into my network so that you can also be talking to those people and vetting them and then become, joint venture with them and things like that. If that's what you're looking into developing it. The biggest thing I would like to mention in developing it is that you need construction loans, and construction loans sometimes can be easy to get, sometimes they're harder. But if you have money, lots of money, then it's fabulous. But I teach in my courses how to find a business that needs some management challenges, or it's already half built or things like that, so that you could take it to the next level. That's Prashadji, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
Prashad.
that
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that that answers my question. So
Sure,
after
sure.
this seminar, then
Yes,
we should be learning if there are any opportunities available that we that
exactly.
that we can partner with someone, and then we can understand
Yes,
what kind of skills we can bring to the table. Okay.
exactly. Totally. So today's our idea is those people who are really interested in going to the next level, hopefully would like to partner with me, and then I can take you step by step to the next level, to next level, and to next level. That's what, this whole webinar is for, to answer your questions. And if you're interested, then let's go further as a partner. Yes. Mhm.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you so much, Prashad bhai. Yeah. Let's see who else. Please raise your hand. I would love to. Nutty Professor, right? Is that right? I did see the. So please go ahead, John. Yeah. Nutty Professor, I think, yeah, is what I saw. Talking permitted.
Do you
He's from
want?
Las Vegas. Huh? Go
Yeah,
ahead, please.
I
Yeah.
unmuted. Is that okay? That's
Yeah,
fine.
you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the question I have, if I was looking at an investment and if I wanted to buy in to actually live, not for assisted living right now, but do you have any senior communities that are not for assisted living, but I could, at the time when necessary, when needed, move into assisted living? So I would want to live on site, but could I also be an investor in either that property or other properties? Or that
Totally.
part, or say the same property, that property.
Good point. Very good point. Actually, the one we built in Cape Coral, I think, or even in Punta Gorda, we built a suite. We built a suite for us to live in, and then we had the other units for seniors, so that we can live in one place, invested into it, and then take care of our community manager, of course, took care of the seniors and everything. But it can be done any way you like. That's the beauty of it. If you have
Wow.
certain goals, then I sit down with you and plan it out wherever, you're in Las Vegas, I think, right?
Correct.
Las Vegas. And Las Vegas is one of the top markets, by the way, for senior living. Phoenix, Arizona, Las Vegas, and
Right.
Virginia. I mean, and Washington. Oh my gosh. I mean, there's just so many great communities where we need these kind of assisted, livings. And we could look at 4 unit, 6 unit, 10 unit. I just started a brand new business in ourselves with our family, of course, with our money. No syndications that I've done, but that is the one in Arizona. We are building amazing business over there because I bought a home, senior living home, by the way,
Mm.
10 bedroom, 10 bathroom. So the seller had done the conversion. I bought it turnkey. Within 3 months, we got the license, and now we are starting the business. So we own the real estate as well as the operation. It's going to make us $15,000 per month net income. $15,000. One single family home, by the way. That's the beauty of it. See, if you do want to go to the next level, please do think
Which,
about partnering with me. Yeah.
can I ask another question?
Please, oh, definitely. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
and of those markets you mentioned, Arizona, Washington, Vegas, I think, whatever, Arizona, Washington, just Northwest Washington, I guess. Of those, which are the better markets to invest in, or the easiest, or the least expensive to get into? Is Vegas a strong market for that, or has it become, they've done so much building here in Vegas? And I would
Yes.
think maybe the prices come down a little bit. On the other hand, there's so much growth and so much potential. Is
Mhm.
Vegas an easy market to get into, or they're better? Like, is Arizona less expensive to get in there, or have more potential?
Actually, Arizona is a very hard market to get into. So
Or,
we wanted to get in there because we had homes there before we sold them. And
right.
we've been meaning to get to something closer to San Francisco because we
Okay.
live near San Francisco and we've been doing all the way across, flying all the way to Florida and Virginia's and all, and Texas and Georgia. So we thought we'll do it, in Phoenix. My co-host Bo Eckstein and I are looking into partnering ourselves in Las Vegas because he's in Henderson. So
Oh yeah,
there is
Henderson's great.
amazing. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing market. Amazing
Mhm.
market. The big thing I want to tell everybody, I had the notion 10 years back that only few states will need senior housing, assisted living. But I was wrong because what we find now, the seniors want to pass their golden years, I call it,
Mhm.
when they go from heaven to heaven, I say, is closer to their grandchildren, closer to their children. So there are opportunities in Pennsylvania, in
Yeah,
Ohio, in
sure.
Michigan, in every state. There is opportunity. Mississippi, Louisiana, there are a lot more senior housings are done in the South also. Texas. I mean, you name it. Every state has the potential. Every
Wow.
state. Yeah,
Wow.
it's so huge market that we need these senior living facilities to be cropping up everywhere, everywhere.
And
And
how many,
after, Mhm,
and,
sir,
and,
please. Yeah.
and,
Shut up.
and one other last question I'm gonna ask,
No,
how
no, no.
many,
Please ask as
well,
many.
well,
Yeah.
okay. No, because I could go on and on and on. Okay.
No
Um,
problem.
of those facilities, let's say in
Mhm,
Henderson, how many
mhm.
are new facilities being built, or how many are taking, apartment complexes that have already been established and remaking or doing remodeling, or whatever the necessity, whatever you need, whatever the needs are for seniors? How many of those percentage-wise do you think in Henderson or any state?
That's a very good point. I would say, as you partner with me, we'll be able to deep diving into the markets because why deep diving? By looking at how many people have already applied for licenses. We have databases available, different locations where you could see how many senior livings are already there in the residential or centers. How many seniors can be housed in a one single family home like the one I just mentioned, residential assisted living RALs. They are low hanging fruit because you don't need too much money to buy a single family home. As compared to the one I built in Punta Gorda, cost me $12 million, right? So I raised $4 million from my investors, put that money in there with my money, then took a loan, and then I built it and sold it for 16 million nine. Wow. So I made a good $5 million profit. 70% of that I gave to my investors. They were happy. And then 30% we kept. So I teach all
Wow.
those things. That's what I do. My powerful nature is that I can take any situation and turn it into profits. I've done 40 different constructions and purchases and everything. Just like I shared in the first part of my presentation, I used to buy 180,000 14 units. Now I'm buying $67 million deals.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is the time to really catch on because last 4 years have been very tough years in USA, as you know. You know, the offices, foreclosures, strip centers with online purchasing, everything. Every industry, commercial, apartments, you name it, everything has come down, even in the recession. Senior living, no, 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 no effect of recession, no effect of economy. It's a need driven market. When people need assistance, they need assistance. So that's why I'm very passionate about this market. And that's why, want to do a special seminar, webinar, and lots of students are coming, into the academy to learn from me in group coaching or one-on-one mentoring or online, which we'll be talking. Bill is very good at it. He'll be talking. So I would love to ask some more questions. Please raise your hand. Oh, right there. And then would you have some more questions? Sure, John. Yeah.
No, I'm good right
Okay.
now. I gotta tell
Okay.
you,
Okay.
it's
Thank
incredible.
you. Thank you.
I'm great. Thank you.
Alec, would you like to ask some question? Or Dana Murphy? Dana, would you like to ask some? Gail, please ask some question. And Matthew, because I wanted to make this exclusive webinar just for you, just for those people who will join today, so that I hope we could take you to the next level, that's the key thing. Natasha is there. Hello, Natasha. Please, and then Zoom user. I don't know who that is, but anybody has some question, or I can dig deeper into some more things. Sure. Oh, right there. Zoom user and one more. Oh, there are two of us. So Matthew, I'll allow you there right away, please. Matthew, please go ahead.
Yes, can you hear me okay?
Yes,
All right.
yes.
So my question is for the let's say you have a memory care and assisted living together.
Yes.
What would be a minimum? What would you say would be a minimum land size requirement for a facility
Okay.
of that nature? 3 acres,
Good point.
4 acres?
Oh, yeah, 3-4 acres. And if you want to go, depends on how many units you want to build.
Okay.
See, I've been building in Florida because land is cheap. I was buying land for 500,000 or so, 580,000, 600,000, 7 acres of land. And I loved 7 acres because I could make 3 courtyards, single story, 94 units, plus the spa, the music theater, and the billiard rooms, and beautiful dining hall like a restaurant, and the spa, the beauty salon, and all these private dining rooms and beautiful hallways and all that, right? So that was 7 acre. But I have seen people making it in 4 acres. I was there near Clearwater, and they did it 2 story, not bad. And that's not bad either because I don't like 4 story, 5 story. No. So it's better to do 1 story or 2 story, I believe, and have some really good way. Now you're saying memory care and senior living. I'm so glad. Assisted senior living and memory care. Please always build both together. I'll tell you why. Because memory care, dementia, 40, no, how much? 41%, I think I heard, will be getting dementia. 41% of us. That's
Right.
almost half of us going to have memory loss in sometime in our life. Why? I can't believe it. So they have to be locked down because they don't know from today to tomorrow and everything. So they have to be locked down. That's why we always built in 94 units, 36 units were memory care, and the rest were independent assisted livings in 94, But in our RALs also, we take dementia people, because they have to pay 7,000 to 7,500. Where I live near San Francisco, it's 15,000 per month. People pay. So it's very, very good to build them together. to build them together. I
Right.
hope I answered
Thank you.
your
Yes.
question. Hi, Matthew. Right. Thank you. So nice to see your face also right there. Yeah, I appreciate that. And let's go to we had one more Zoom user. So allowed to talk right there, please. And if you will say your name also, I would appreciate it. Yeah,
Hello, hi,
go ahead.
Vinny.
Hi
My,
there. Hi.
my
What's
name
your
is
name?
my name
Uh,
is Beverly. I'm not sure why it says Zoom user.
okay, Barbara.
Yes,
Barbara.
Beverly.
Nice.
Hmm.
Barbara. Okay.
Yes,
Nice to meet you.
nice to
Sure.
meet you too. I was wondering because I know you said that you have partnership. So if we will decide to partner with you as well, will we
Hmm.
have to put in some type of investment? Also,
Yes.
how long does this like a process like this will take?
Good point. Very good point. See, there are different ways to do it. If you join my group coaching mentorship, right, you'll meet other students. We meet every Wednesday for 1.5 hours. And people bring deals and they want to partner and things like that, right? So that's why you have to have some kind of camaraderie or team so that you could not only learn from them and me and everybody, so mastermind that I do every Wednesday is the day, because then we have to be clear so that everybody is able to make it. We record that session also. That's the group mentoring. Then I also do one-on-one mentoring, which is in much higher price because it's taking my time away, and I meet several times at your time, convenience and everything, and take you to the next level and next level. And that way, right there. So answer your question, you will be needing to bring money, definitely, because you can't do any kind of purchase. But in my superpower has been raising money also. So I have taught my students over last 10 years how to see there is $39 trillion in retirement funds in USA. $39 trillion. So there is money flowing all around us, all around
Australia.
us. There's so much money, so much money. So if you find a great senior living investment, you will find the money in your family, your friends. I teach all those skills and how to put a deck together, how to present it with a PowerPoint presentation, how to meet, and how to do underwritings to see and show them what's the cap rate, what's the ROI, return on investment, all those things. So I hope I answered your question. Prashadji, please go ahead. Yeah, I'll unmute. There we go. Yeah, sure. I hope I answered, our Zoom users answer there.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
you did. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Follow up
Sure,
to that question. Follow up to that question. How much
Mhm.
is what is the minimum investment that investor has to bring to the table to
Very
start one
good
of
point.
these assisted living facilities?
I'm so glad you said that. I would say definitely if you're taking the first step, right? If you're already in real estate and everything like that, if you're,
Mm.
would say the low hanging fruit, I call it low hanging fruit with less investment, is residential assisted living, because you could buy the home, depends on where you are buying it. 3,300 square foot is a very big house for, because there are states, they tell us how many square feet per senior should be the area, right? And then if you're in Texas or Orlando, I mean over there in Florida, you'll have to look at the what you call it, the building permitting. There are rules and guidelines. So buying that, let's say if it's a 500,000, I don't know if you could buy single family. I've been building them there and buying multifamily there, but a senior living home I've not bought there in Florida, but wherever people will travel 2 hours, 3 hours to see their grandpa. So you don't need to be right in where the expensive real estate is. You could be in inside where there is not much, but near to a hospital. You got to look at the location. That's what I do in my coaching. I mentor and show everything where to, if you're already in certain city, state, or like that, then we sit down and we look at, okay, what are the different good locations? What's the price point of buying the homes? Or are there any facilities there already? Maybe some tired operators want to sell it. I just went to Phoenix. I came across 4 properties over there. 4 properties. Actually, one owner wanted to sell me 3 homes. They were 100% filled already. So there are lots of opportunities because 35% of the senior living homes or centers are very old, very, very old. They need some more updating and things like that. They have run the operation old way. You could bring new technology into it. All those things can happen. So I don't know if I gave you the right answer, but
You
the
did.
key thing is it depends. Thank you. Like I have a
You
student right now looking at with me in Indiana. In
can I?
Indianapolis, Indiana is so cheap, everything. I mean,
Uh,
he's going to make out like, yeah, please go ahead.
Vinny, can I ask you one last question on
Please,
that
please.
topic?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
if I don't want to be an active investor in
Mhm,
RAL, I want to be a
mhm,
passive investor. Are there any
mhm.
opportunities available in your portfolio that we can invest money as a passive investor? And if
Yes,
so, what are the returns on investment and how long you could hold that investment?
Oh, good point. Very good point. I would say that, if you're investor in there, you could definitely make like 20% IRR, 20%. IRR. But depends if you're just the investors, you'll be then putting money down. There are different ways to do it. Where joint venture, or you are fully on the title of the house that you're purchasing, and the operator, somebody from my students or myself, I'm in the Phoenix area more now, right? And then I'll be expanding to some other places too. But my students are scattered all over, right? So there is a possibility that you might be able to hook up with somebody who's got the power of, operating in. You are in what state? Sorry, oh, Las Vegas, right?
I'm in
Was
Orlando,
it?
Florida.
Oh,
Orlando, Florida.
Orlando, Florida. Yeah, yeah. Orlando, Florida. I mean, there are just so many opportunities in Florida. People are flocking and they love to come out from the New York and New Jerseys and all the cold states into Florida. That's a mecca for senior living. We could
Thank you.
talk about it and, look at different situations. Huh?
Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. I would like to, mention that. Uh, let's just go here again to my screen. But thank you so much for asking some really, really great questions. I appreciate you a lot. The key thing is, we definitely want to make sure that we are learning the business right. I think there is a slide here. This is a good slide right there. This is over here. Look at that. We have so many different ways to look at the product. And the biggest thing is, I think there is one slide over here where recession, maybe we passed it already. Recession had zero effect on senior living, like I mentioned, right there. So maybe at this time, I would like to kind of ask you, I mean, if you are thinking in a good way, you want to do something, right? Then what's the next step? Are you ready to go to the next step? Nursing care market is big, everything. So, so we just kind of put together, this is something doing good for the seniors and also being profitable and building wealth, right? We call it. So, for example, why we love senior living. This is a good one. Building your roadmap to financial freedom. Freedom is the very best multifamily class you could do. You could buy apartments, but if you build senior centers, you will have legacy for 5, 7, 10, 15 years. Because once the seniors come in, they live 3 to 4 years kind of. If they get very sick, they go to rehab center or hospital and so on. or they are, they pass away. That's too. So non-working class, zero concessions, zero delinquency, zero deferred maintenance when you are updating some property, just like the ones I bought, over there in Phoenix. They were renovated fully brand new. I mean, they converted turnkey, very low turnover. As the seniors come in, they don't want to move from place to place to place, not at all. They want to stay right at one place, and they love the caregivers, they love the director, they love the food and everything in the care and exercise, all that, and the programs, high satisfaction in making a difference in the lives of our seniors. And how are we helping, ground up, stabilized communities? You could buy all kind of things, so the whole webinar today, it's very short, like 1 hour, right? 1 hour, how much can we do? But I would love to answer more questions. If you're excited about it, the big thing is traditional investing is not enough to create financial freedom. I find senior living investing is the best way, for long-term wealth. And if you take action today, let's partner together and take it to the next level, and see how our students are earning steady double-digit incomes. I mean, some of my teach students are doing so well. They are just, crushing it. So one thing I find is, what will be one thing that you may not like to go further? I just tell about myself. When I got a coach myself and a mentor, that was the best money I ever spent. I spent $30,000, gave to the coach, and then I took my other team members, paid for them too. He gave us a break at 20,000 or something. I spent over 100,000 in coaching, and now I'm making millions, by the way. It's mind blowing. So is it fear? Is it uncertainty? It's lack of experience, So when I started my journey, I had nothing but $7, as you know, and a dream. But I took action back then, 46 years back. And then I took action about 20 years back, 18 years back, when I got into this whole business of commercial investing. I took action, and I help thousands of students, and now I want to help you also the same. And again, you might ask me, Vinny, how much is going to cost? Is it too expensive? Things like that, right? So when you act today, I mentor one-on-one students and year-long program, meeting multiple times, multi tens of thousands it costs, by the way, to do that. And my one student who really husband wife team, just to, people say, Vinny, what do you mean by multi talents? 75,000 they paid me, 75,000, and they are moving along so well, everything. But that's too much. That's too much big risk, on your part or whatever. But majority of our students take action, like $12,000. Bill, you want to go ahead and kind of talk about that? Yeah. Mentorship program. I do
Well,
group. Huh? Please go ahead. Yeah.
I was just going to say, Vinny, that for the people that took the time to join us today and investing their time with us today, I as you and I spoke, they can be terrific if you could help them with a break to actually make a decision and get started with you today.
Yeah.
You were saying that you can drop that about $2,000. Is that a possibility?
Yeah.
That's real great. And the other thing I'm thinking, as you have expressed to me, you've got so many very, very specific points in your course. I think you were talking about 30 major points in it. And then did you tell me you had over 100 specific
Modules and lectures.
modules? Can you
Yes.
that just a little bit more so that these
I would
people
love
really
to.
understand what you're going to do step by step with them to get to those types of returns that you've been so successful in helping your students get to before?
Totally. See, the thing is, when you are meeting me like weekly, we also record them. So if you are not able to make that meeting, you could still kind of catch up and everything. And then you can bring your deals. And that's what we do in the weekly group mentoring, different students, different peers from all over USA. And there are not that many either. I want to let you know, I'm not like Grant Cardone and some other coaching, mentoring where there are 200 people or 100 people. You never get heard what you are trying to accomplish and your questions are not answered. Usually we have 12, 15 people maximum in one group coaching so that everybody's need can be addressed. And we are able to look at deals in your area and underwritings and share with you all the tools that I put together in the last 20 years in underwriting tools, the presentation decks, and how to talk to brokers, how to find properties, what websites to go, how to find operators. So that's what I teach also in the 995 course. It's online, hands off. So you won't be
Oh,
able to
you're
talk to
talking about
me.
a separate
Huh?
course. You're talking about a separate course. That's the one that's online. And you've got a reduction on that also. That's terrific. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's like 1,200. You can just sign up for 995. That's the easy
Today.
one. And then if you sign up today, then if you do want to go to the group coaching, you like the course and you say, I want to be, then you'll get 1,000 off. So
Off of
from
the,
that,
off the other, that's terrific. That's terrific. Yeah.
sure. So I think I would love, if you would like to go ahead and we can put the links there also, if that's okay with Asma. Can you put them in the chat? If, please ask any questions, by the way. I'm all yours so that we could answer any questions, that you may have. Huh? Okay. Oh, yeah, please. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I have to give you permission to speak right there. Prashad. Oh, no. Okay. You were already there and talking permitted us to unmute. Okay. Yeah. And I'll give also, please go ahead and ask. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Anybody has any questions or anything for us?
Mr. Vinney,
Ask. Yeah,
I don't know
please
if
go
you,
ahead.
I don't know if you heard
Yes,
my
yes.
question. My objective of the seminar today is to understand if there
Uh-huh.
are any passive investment opportunities available, because I'm not in a position today or
Uh-huh.
next few years to be able to actually own and
Yes.
operate a RAL or an assisted living / memory care facility. So is it
Yes.
something that you could share in the webinar today, that if there are any opportunities available for passive investment?
Okay. At this time, we don't. We don't. The ones we bought over there in our Phoenix area. Now, there is a short term, like small investment in Williamsburg project, but that's only for like, we are giving 16% return, just to say that to you. I don't want to sell any security, and all that like that, but that's like a promissory note situation in that one, but otherwise we don't have a deal to invest. No, no, not at this time, because we
Thank you.
already bought the ones in Phoenix. That's right. Yes, yes. But you know what? There could be some in my sphere. I mean, in the group coaching. Sorry about that, because there are some deals coming through. So, but it's not right away etched in stone yet. They're underwriting, they're doing due diligence, all those things. Yes, yes. So
Thank you.
thanks for asking. Thank you for asking. You bet. And please
So
go ahead. Yes. Uh-huh.
I have a question, this is John.
Yeah, John.
So your online course, two
Uh-huh.
questions. One is, when does that start? And the other question is, can you break down that cost to, every 2 or 3 months or something? But, just break down the cost. So it's not $9.95 today, but it's actually a little less to get started.
Oh, I see. I see. We didn't really look into that. Usually, that is the price we have always said, because
Mhm.
it's hard. You'll be able to see the whole thing and some student you won't do it, but some students are able to download everything, and everything, and then they just drop it.
Well,
So we've
okay,
had. I don't think it will happen with you, but that's what
no,
experience we had. Sorry, that's why we didn't. We cannot
yeah,
do it. Yeah,
I got it. I would just say
yeah.
if there was an opportunity
Sure, sure.
and you could lock it in where someone doesn't download it, or
Yeah,
there's a commitment contract, and I understand you wouldn't want to go chasing people, but anyway, I would think digitally there's a
sure,
way to lock it in so that nobody does copy it, and they're still then going to be responsible and adhere to
sure.
a 3-month plan or a 2-month plan or whatever. Anyway, okay,
Totally. I see. Got it. Got it. Please, if you will, maybe Bill can write down we could talk to you and see if there is a way I can ask my team
sure,
if they can do it.
sure.
It's all programmed, with in the backside. Yeah. Yeah. But thank you so, so much. I really appreciate everybody joining. It's a pleasure to know you all. Any other question? Alec might have a question. Hello, Alec. Sorry, I just saw you.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
hello, hello. So
Hi
good to
there.
see you. Yeah, I
Yes.
have a question. As
Hmm.
for we recently moved to Southern California. We live in Coronado now, and so it's more like tourists and senior community here, as well as
Hmm.
like San Diego area. How do you see? I'm more involved now. Still with biodiesel and those technologies in Fresno. But how do you see this area? And is it attractive for senior living? And how do you see it here? Like
Did
Southern
you say
California,
San Diego?
San
San
Diego,
Diego
Coronado.
is, oh, it's very, very good area. Very, very good. I know some operators who are doing very well there. And in our research also, San Diego came out quite a bit in the Southern California and also in the Orange County also and Riverside area, I think, because the houses are cheaper in that Riverside area, but people don't mind going to see their mom and dad for our drive or something. So no, that's a good area. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
So
this is just because it's like more expensive here, the San Diego area to find something that, the place is very expensive. So Riverside would be like cheaper, right? Or would still
Riverside
there
will
be
be
interesting?
cheaper. Totally,
Okay.
totally. And I don't mind sharing. Oh, I'm sharing this screen already, but
Yeah.
please, I would love to share. I mean, I always do things up and up. Everybody knows what I'm doing. Then I show my students, this is what we built this whole business in just 3 months, 4 months. Wow. This whole website, Desert Bloom logo, our, LLCs, everything. We bought the homes. We were just there January 14th, not far, 2 weeks back. And we had open houses at both the homes. And all this was done right there. It's not that hard. It's not rocket science at all, you know. And then we bought these homes, not even going there. We bought them because the realtor gave us the whole video walking into the home from the front into each and every. I'm a broker too, so that way we were able to buy this, close it in 3 weeks, whatever. Now we furnished it and it's ready. And we have seniors there already. It's mind blowing how simple it is, and it can be done anywhere in USA, anywhere. It's not that rocket science at all. And we bought these from Amazon, all these shower curtains and everything. We've bought this from Macy's, all the bed coverings and everything for $33. The whole, set, kind of like that. So that's what I do. I teach and, we are able to, huh? Yeah, please go ahead. Oh, okay. Then this one, and then, this is the one. And then we bought this one, 10 bedroom, 10 bath home. This is again very nice one. Now that one, first one came with the license already there, by the way. So the the seller was trying to operate, but then they just had something happen in the family or whatever, and then they let it go and gave it to us. We bought it. This is our second one, and we did it in 3 4 months, the whole thing. So, it's very, very not that hard. It's not hard. It's not rocket science, but having the knowledge, how to do it, where to find, how to creatively finance, how to do all those things. That's what, my mentoring is about, right? So that's what I find. If you're able to take this step to the next level,
Yeah.
you'll be much further along. Like another student I was talking to today, he said, Vinny, somebody should have told me in 2015. Oh, by the way, can I mute everybody? I can mute. Let's see. Uh, okay, let's see. I think maybe I can mute here and I can mute here. Maybe that's what it was right there. Okay. So no, I was just going to say that I was talking to, I think his name is Roger, I think, in Indianapolis. And he says, Vinny, I kicked myself because somebody wanted me to get into commercial, into legacy building in 2015. If I had gotten in there in 10 years, I'll be at a much better place, you know? And that's what I find anytime when I do these kind of webinars. There are few people who take action and they get further along much faster. And some then, want to wait for the next opportunity, right? You know. So any last comments? Anybody who would like to, please reach out to Bill. Bill will be able to talk to you, and we can see if you would like to go further in the plan. I hope you do choose to go to the next level, right there.
Thank you, Vinny. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bill. Thank you so much.
And I think everybody's got my phone number, 415-419-1442. 415-419-1442. And I'm so excited to talk to anybody that wants to find out a lot more about this and take action to be a success like yourself.
Oh, sure. Thank you so much. Thank you. I know there are two hands up. I wanted to, Natasha. Hi, Natasha. I just wanted to give you a chance before we wrap up. Please.
Hi, good evening. Thank you so much for this webinar. I've learned a lot.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. This is great. I was wondering, as far as joining, I joined this webinar late, and I was just wondering, how do I get signed up with you? And also, this may be like a very strange question, but a lot of seniors are also on the low income level. So are there any housing that addresses that would address low income seniors?
Totally. There is a whole spectrum. There are special guidelines. There are affordable senior housing, and the government, the Medicare also pays into that. And then there are also like the private pay. Private pay are the ones, but average price usually comes out to 4,700, like I was sharing. That means they will get some help from the government, but then their children and their own savings pay for the rest of the money. It might be $2,000 coming from the government in California, for example, and then their families will pitch in another 1,500 or 2,000. So it all depends. You could do mixture of them, or you could do private pays. So I teach all those different spectrums, to see what makes best use so that you can fill with the seniors at the right price point. It's the price point we talk about. Yes.
Thank you. And I would like to
Natasha.
move forward with your program. I would love information on how to get on board. Thank you.
Oh, that'd be wonderful, Natasha. If you don't mind, please call. And Asma, can we put, or can you put also, maybe it's already there, phone number? Oh, right there. The phone number for Bill is right there. 415, not 41. Is it 419?
No. 415-419-1442.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's 415. Please look at the lowest one, 415-419-1442. Yeah. No, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you and
you.
stay blessed, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please do reach out to Bill. You know, he would love to go into more detail and help you in every way. And I'm right here to take you to the next step because you'll be very focused. You'll be very pleased. I guarantee you the 9995, if you spend on a group mentoring, you'll get 10 to 20 fold, returns because I'll be, teaching everything I know, everything I know. Thanks so much. God bless you. We'll talk to you again. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Vinney.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Bill. Thank you, everybody, for taking the
Thank
time.
you.
God
Thank you,
bless you.
Vinny.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Vinny.
Vinney.
Thank you
Wonderful.
so much. Thank you so much. God
Thank
bless.
you.
God
Thank
bless.
you, Vinny.
Thank you.